Ah, let's go. Let's go. Let's go to my wedding. Let's go. We'll get
Well, Dana, as you said, probably the card of the year so far, an amazing event. We'll go to the main event. What your thoughts were on Israel's performance and Joe Pyfer's win? What do you think of the main event?
Yeah, I mean that's what we were talking about in the back. We started looking at all the performances tonight for Pyfer to come in at number 14, and beat Israel Adesanya, one of the best middleweights ever, and the number 4 ranked guy. It's pretty impressive, and to finish him.
There's going to be a lot of talk about like Izzy and where he is in the sport and this stuff. But what did you think of his performance before he ended up getting taken down?
He looked good. He looked good. He looked fast, using angles. Yeah, I thought he looked great.
And then for Joe Pyfer, right, what does it do for him having a legend like Israel on his resume, and where do you think he can go from here?
It's huge, and more importantly, the Joe Pyfer story, and now the guy's ranked in the top 5 in the UFC, which is very, very tough to do.
Did you know he was considering suicide a couple of weeks ago?
I did not know that.
That's what he said in the cage.
Yeah.
So hopefully he's okay.
Yeah.
Going to the co-main event, probably the nastiest finish you may have seen in a women's
He said
MMA.
he was considering suicide a couple of weeks ago.
That's what he said, right? True. Yeah.
Holy shit. Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen his story, like he's found religion recently and seems to have had some personal issues and stuff, so that's what he was referring to, and then he said to turn from that to this is obviously a pretty powerful story.
Big punches from Pyfer. Is he stacking up? Pyfer's got to get under his armpits and flatten him out. Big shots from Pyfer on top. Izzy's folding. Izzy's folding on bottom. Pyfer's on top in dominant position. It's going to be over. It's going to be over. Pyfer's clobbering him on top. And it's done. Izzy's quit on bottom.
All right, hold on to your seats because what we just witnessed live in Seattle was an absolute shockwave sent through the entire MMA community. Joe Pyfer, the guy many wrote off, just unleashed pure hell on Israel Adesanya. In this clip, you can hear the raw, visceral reaction as Pyfer lands those brutal shots from top position, flattening Izzy out. The commentator's voice escalating, almost in disbelief as Izzy starts folding on bottom. This wasn't just a loss, it was a comprehensive dismantle. The immediate reaction from everyone watching was pure pandemonium, questioning everything we thought we knew about the last stylebender. We're going to dive deep into exactly how the MMA community is reacting to this seismic upset. You won't believe some of the takes.
Gets it done by TKO in round 2, dude. I really thought Adesanya had that shit for a while. And it looked like he did. But, dude, he landed a couple of shots and his confidence fucking skyrocketed and he started clobbering. That was... Dude, was that all in the second round? Was that all in the second round?
The disbelief is palpable here, folks. Pyfer gets the TKO in round 2, and the sheer surprise at Adesanya's defeat is evident. What's truly fascinating, and something the MMA community is buzzing about, is how suddenly the momentum shifted. The commentator perfectly encapsulates this. Izzy seemed to be in control for a while, but Pyfer landed a couple of shots and his confidence skyrocketed. This wasn't a slow burn, it was an explosive turn of events. Pyfer's belief in himself, ignited by those few impactful strikes, completely flipped the script. It goes to show how quickly a fight, especially at this elite level, can change with just 1 or 2 well-placed shots, leaving everyone in awe and scrambling to understand what just happened.
Adesanya did not decide to start a brawl, DC. Shut the fuck up. He got clipped on the counter and it changed him because he was wobbled. Don't respect for making it a brawl. Shut up on commentary, DC, and that. Give Pyfer his moment.
This segment highlights a critical point of contention within the MMA community right after the fight. The narrative around Izzy making it a brawl. The commentator here pushes back hard against that idea, arguing that Adesanya didn't decide to start a brawl, but rather got clipped on the counter and it changed him because he was wobbled. This distinction is huge. It reframes the ending from a strategic blunder by Izzy into a consequence of Pyfer's power and accuracy. Was Izzy's style a choice, or was he forced into a desperate firefight? The community debate rages on, with many, like this commentator, feeling it's disrespectful to Pyfer to diminish his performance by suggesting Izzy chose the chaos rather than being forced into it by a superior punch.
Wow, dude. What a performance from Joe Pyfer. And he was under fire early. That's big championship experience. Not championship, but that's like elite level experience to be getting pieced up. Now that was clobbering time. It was. Crazy fucking second round, dude. Crazy second round. Is he struggling to keep his range since round 1? Not sure what fight you were watching.
What a performance from Joe Pyfer indeed. The commentator heaps praise on Pyfer, noting his ability to navigate being under fire early and calling it elite level experience. This is a huge point of discussion across the MMA community. Pyfer, coming from the Contender Series, faced a former multi-time champion and showed incredible composure. While some still cling to the idea that Izzy was struggling to keep his range since round 1, this take seems to be in the minority. Most are acknowledging that Pyfer's ability to weather the early storm and then flip the switch into clobbering time speaks volumes about his potential. This fight wasn't just a win, it was Pyfer's coming out party, showcasing a blend of resilience and devastating power that demands respect.
Now, you're retarded. Izzy had a great first round and a half and looked like he was in complete control. Shut up. Jesus, it's clobbering time. What an absolute adorable TKO. Rigged as fuck. Pyfer the reverse Malteser. Shut up, guys. Israel quit Adesanya. Yeah, he quits on the ground. He does.
The raw emotion and division within the MMA community are perfectly captured here. One moment the commentator is vehemently defending Izzy's great first round and a half, only for the next breath to be punctuated by the accusation, Israel quit Adesanya. Yeah, he quits on the ground. He does. This is where the post-fight reactions get really ugly. The quit narrative is one of the harshest criticisms a fighter can face, and seeing it leveled at a former dominant champion like Adesanya has sparked outrage and fierce debate. Was it a strategic surrender to avoid further damage, or a genuine lapse of heart? The community remains deeply split, showcasing the brutal honesty and sometimes unfairness of public perception in MMA.
I felt it was rigged. It wasn't, dude. He started getting clipped and hurt, and he got his nose broken. Thank you for the 2, Sky High. Every fighter on this card, put them on numbered events now. Told you this chin ain't the same after Pereira fights. Bro, what the fuck was that from Izzy? He started fighting emotionally. He got wobbled. He got hit and wobbled.
Addressing the Riggs claims head-on, this segment provides a grounding dose of reality that many in the MMA community needed. The commentator quickly dismisses the conspiracy theories, stating unequivocally that Izzy started getting clipped and hurt and he got his nose broken. This refutes the idea of a fixed fight, pointing instead to the physical toll of Pyfer's offense. More profoundly, it touches on the lingering question about Izzy's chin after Pereira fights and suggests he started fighting emotionally. This post-Pereira chin discussion is a major theme amongst fans, analyzing if cumulative damage has made Izzy more vulnerable, altering his composure and leading to uncharacteristic emotional decisions in the heat of battle.
He got hit and wobbled. He's trying to keep the lead and beat up Pyfer when he's looking vulnerable on the feet, and he got caught and wobbled. It happens. Cute Pyfer, prolapse Pyfer W. This commentary is why we watch Guru call male fighters cuties instead. I said whole ago, Pyfer champ. Kai having the best hate watch. Oh, Kai's getting pegged at the gym after this. Fighters are no longer afraid and will move forward against Adesanya, which is hurting badly. Yeah, he is. Yeah, without the frame, he really is weak.
This clip offers a crucial breakdown of the pivotal moment, Izzy getting hit and wobbled. The commentator explains that Adesanya, seeing Pyfer vulnerable, tried to press his lead but got caught and wobbled. This is where Pyfer's bravery truly shone. Once Izzy was compromised, Pyfer, no longer afraid, moved forward relentlessly. The observation that Izzy, without the frame, he really is weak, is a significant if somewhat harsh point of discussion. It implies that against bigger, stronger opponents who can get inside his range, Izzy's technical mastery can be undermined. This detailed analysis of the sequence is driving much of the MMA community's breakdown of how Pyfer achieved the upset.
Great fight, but it's time to retire Buckley. Grew hard watching that. Izzy just so slow now. Fuck Adesanya, dude. Commentary's so insanely Izzy biased. I don't think mine was. I thought I was calling it how it was, though. Is he just so slow now? What happened? I remember him in 2019.
The questions raised in this segment, is he just so slow now? And what happened? Remember him in 2019? Echo a pervasive sentiment throughout the MMA community following Izzy's loss. Fans and analysts alike are questioning if this is the start of a genuine decline for the last stylebender. Is it age, cumulative damage from wars like Gastelum and Pereira, or simply facing a new generation of talent? The emotional fuck Adesanya dude also shows the frustration of some fans who feel let down. The debate on whether he's slow now is central to understanding the community's reaction, as it directly challenges the perception of his once unparalleled agility and timing.
No, dude, he was fighting 5'10" middleweights, man. It's confirmed. He was a fraud. He was in a fraudulent era of middleweight. I'm sorry, this kind of confirms it for me. Same fight as the Amavov fight for Izzy. Similar, yeah. Gingers are actually they are tough. With how easy Pyfer got double underhooks, imagine what Chimaev would do. Impression of Kenny Copen.
This is a scorching take, and one that is generating immense heat within the MMA community. Izzy was a fraud, and in a fraudulent era of middleweight. The commentator argues that Adesanya primarily fought 5'10" middleweights, implying his past dominance was against physically smaller opponents. This perspective seeks to diminish Izzy's entire championship reign, suggesting his success was predicated on favorable matchups rather than pure skill. The comparison to the Amavov fight for Izzy further fuels this narrative, painting a picture of a fighter who struggles against physically imposing grapplers. This harsh re-evaluation of Izzy's legacy is a polarizing topic, with many fans vehemently defending his past achievements, while others feel vindicated by this confirmation.
Kai getting pink socked for sure. Body shot hurt Izzy. I think that as well. I said the body shot. Izzy copying Sharma again, standing in the pocket with his hands down, trying to counter. He forgot for a moment he's buns. Yeah, this ain't Pereira, dude. This is Joe Pyfer. Smoked by Allen next, then by Curtis. Your winner by TKO, Marcin Tybura. Is he Shara Bullet for his last fight? No. Izzy's retiring? No way. What about Adesanya versus MVP?
Here, the discussion delves into Izzy's tactical choices and the impact of Pyfer's attack. The mention of a body shot hurting Izzy and him copying Sharma again, standing in the pocket with his hands down trying to counter, is a critical analysis being echoed across the MMA community. Many are pointing to Izzy's perceived overconfidence, or perhaps a miscalculation in standing toe-to-toe with a power puncher like Pyfer, especially after his wars with Alex Pereira. The stark realization, this ain't Pereira, dude, this is Joe Pyfer, underscores Pyfer's unique threat. The quick speculation about future opponents like Allen next then by Curtis also indicates how quickly the community moves on to what's next for Izzy, reflecting his diminished standing.
Israel can't beat American white fighters. Dude, white fighters always got Izzy. Izzy just downloading data. Wow, what a performance.
This segment contains a highly contentious and often racially charged comment. Israel can't beat American white fighters. Dude, white fighters always got, isn't it? While Pyfer is praised for a wow, what a performance. This particular comment reveals an uncomfortable undercurrent in some corners of the MMA community. It's an attempt to categorize and simplify Izzy's losses based on race, ignoring the nuanced factors of skill, strategy, and individual matchups. Such statements typically ignite fierce debates, with many condemning them as reductive and biased. As commentators, it's important to acknowledge that these kinds of inflammatory reactions exist, even as we focus on the legitimate sporting analysis of Pyfer's incredible victory and Izzy's surprising defeat.
They both didn't look great. Pyfer gassed after one. I didn't think Pyfer looked great early either, but he pulled it off. He got it done. Adesanya's best fights when he loses. Skinhead Joe undefeated. Colby just beat Danis. Nice, good for Colby. Izzy could win by being boring. He's been aggressive since Strickland fight. Yeah, thank you. Izzy could cost him. Yeah, I might skip donos. I'm trying to enjoy this moment.
This clip offers a balanced perspective on the fight, noting that they both didn't look great. Pyfer gassed after one, but crucially adding, he pulled it off. He got it done. This highlights Pyfer's ability to fight through adversity, a trait earning him immense respect from the MMA community. The observation that Adesanya's best fight is when he loses is a cynical yet common fan take, suggesting his more aggressive, action-packed fights only come when he's no longer performing optimally. The comment about Izzy being aggressive since the Strickland fight also points to a perceived shift in his style, perhaps an overcorrection, that ultimately cost him in this matchup against Pyfer. It reveals the complex psychological aftermath of previous fights influencing current performance.
Yeah, he ain't retiring in Seattle. He's way out of the top. He's going to keep going. I told you he ain't retiring in fucking Seattle. No, you're not undefeated. You keep losing. Are you seriously saying this was the same guy that KO'd Pereira and Whitaker? Yes, dude. Yes! Reina Dorita beat Whitaker, dude. Yes, it is the similar guy.
The question of Israel Adesanya's retirement is a hot topic within the MMA community after this devastating loss. While the commentator confidently states he ain't retiring in fucking Seattle, the deeper discussion revolves around whether this is the same guy that KO'd Pereira and Whitaker. This is a fundamental question gripping fans. Has Izzy genuinely declined, or is this just a bad night? The commentator's firm yes, dude. Yes, it is the similar guy suggests a belief that Izzy's underlying capabilities haven't vanished, but the context of his fights has changed. This struggle to reconcile past greatness with recent setbacks is central to the ongoing, often emotional, reaction from the fanbase.
But some guys have the frame to walk him down. This ain't 5'11" Cannonier and 5'8" Kelvin Gastelum and 5'10" Whitaker. This is big framed guys that are ready to fucking scrap. Feed him to Oral Blow. Usually could unironically slam out Izzy easily. Yeah, my picks were shit this card, but it happens. Izzy versus Gastelum retirement fight. No. Genuinely, Guru, is Black MMA finished? It might be, yeah. Similar in boxing as well, right? They kind of fell off. I don't know why I keep picking them to win sometimes. But I should have picked Terrence McKinney, though. Maybe McKinney's the last soldier.
This segment delves into one of the most significant analytical points in the MMA community regarding Izzy's career, the size and frame of his opponents. The commentator explicitly states some guys have the frame to walk him down, distinguishing Pyfer from previous opponents like Gastelum and Whitaker. This argument posits that Izzy struggles against physically larger, more imposing fighters who can absorb his shots and pressure him. The highly controversial and troubling remark about Black MMA finished and then fell off, bro, reveals a deeply problematic side of some community reactions, attempting to generalize individual athletic performance into racial trends. It's a stark reminder of the diverse and sometimes toxic opinions circulating after a major upset.
Like, in the middle of the fight, it looked like, oh shit, like, Pyfer ain't got many answers here. Like, he's desperately shooting in, he's getting front headlocked, Adesanya's looking sharp. But then Pyfer landed like one counter shot. He'd landed before in the fight, don't get me wrong. But it was like one sequence where he landed like 3 shots in a row on Izzy. And then all of a sudden it was like, oh, here we go. Like, now I'm going to just fucking boom in confidence and shit. I thought Izzy had him.
This clip offers a fascinating retrospective on the fight's turning point, a narrative frequently replayed by the MMA community. The commentator describes Izzy looking sharp, having Pyfer desperately shooting in, and genuinely believing, I thought Izzy had him. This sets the stage for the dramatic shift. The pivotal moment arrives when Pyfer landed, like one counter shot, 3 shots in a row on his ear. This sudden sequence, igniting Pyfer's fucking boom in confidence, illustrates how fleeting control can be in high-level MMA. It's a testament to Pyfer's resilience and power, and it perfectly explains why the community's reaction was so shocked. Because, for a good portion, Izzy appeared to be in command.
It's just the opponents now are more devastating and powerful. Whitaker beat him in the rematch. He did fuck all against Romero. I just thought Pyfer was too basic, and it looked like that, but yeah. Just how good is Kevin's chin? Very good. Izzy went dumb, decided to brawl with a cannon. He did. But he didn't decide to. He just got caught, and then it becomes a brawl when you're rocked.
The analysis here continues to dissect Izzy's performance, attributing his downfall to facing more devastating and powerful opponents now. The commentator also asserts Izzy went dumb, decided to brawl with a cannon, but crucially clarifies he didn't decide to, he just got caught, and then it becomes a brawl when you're rocked. This nuanced take is vital in the MMA community's post-fight breakdown. It distinguishes between a fighter consciously opting for a slugfest and one being forced into it by a heavy shot. This explanation avoids simply blaming Izzy for poor judgment and instead credits Pyfer's ability to land the significant strike that initiated the chaos, making Izzy fight out of desperation rather than design.
I disagree. He just didn't have paced fights like this before, where it's been like people putting it on him with the frame to do it. Damn, I did not expect Izzy to reach a Tony era. You guys watch a guy get wobbled and then all of a sudden they look bad in a fight because they've been stung by a fucking haymaker, and all of a sudden they're washed. He looked good before that. He looked really good before that. These guys ain't 5'10" anymore. Just how good is Nirvana? People forget, man. Rip Macy, I'll always love that ass. First guy with frame to body lock takedown, is it? True.
This segment tackles the knee-jerk reactions prevalent in the MMA community when a fighter gets hurt. The commentator emphatically pushes back against the Tony era and washed narratives, stating, "You guys watch a guy get wobbled, and then all of a sudden they look bad in a fight because they've been stung, and all of a sudden they're washed. He looked good before that." This is a critical perspective, reminding fans not to let a single impactful moment overshadow a fighter's earlier performance. It argues that Izzy wasn't necessarily slow or declining, but simply got caught by a powerful punch from a big dude who isn't a fat 5'10" anymore. This calls for a more measured analysis than immediate condemnation.
Chat, for a second in that fight, Adesanya genuinely thought, oh my god, I'm going to fucking TKO Joe Pyfer in round 2 or 3. I'll watch RAF, but fucking hell. Shut the fuck up, man. I'm going to put the clobber on Alex. I went crazy on this fight card, went perfect. No one knows, no one cares. You never document anything, you're just a random. How on earth did Izzy beat Pereira?
This is a profound insight into Israel Adesanya's mindset during the fight, a perspective being widely discussed throughout the MMA community. The commentator believes that for a second in that fight, Adesanya genuinely thought, oh my god, I'm gonna fucking TKO Joe Pyfer in round 2 or 3. This suggests a moment of overconfidence or a misjudgment of Pyfer's durability and power. The sudden shift from Izzy believing he was on the verge of finishing to then being finished himself adds another layer of shock to the upset. The rhetorical question, how on earth did he beat Pereira, reflects the immense disbelief that a fighter who conquered Poatan could fall to Pyfer in such a fashion.
That's about my height. What was Izzy doing in the pocket? He was trying to land. He was winning the fight. Oh my god, dude. Fucking hell. You just want him to outside low kick the whole fight. Stop avoiding Armin. I'll watch it, but I've got donos and you'll cry if I don't. Connor Kelly, thank you for the €2. Israel Lionheart, Adesanya. Okay, RAF Wrestling. How do I watch it, chat? Is it on YouTube?
Here, the commentator passionately defends Izzy's early strategy, stating, what was Izzy doing in the pocket? He was trying to land. He was winning the fight. This highlights the frustration within the MMA community over simplistic analyses that ignore the complexity of Izzy's game. The exasperated plea, you just want him to outside low kick the whole fight, underscores a common complaint that fans often criticize fighters for deviating from a perceived safe strategy, even if they were having success. This segment captures the ongoing debate about Izzy's tactical decisions. Was he getting too comfortable, or was his game plan effective until Pyfer landed the decisive blow? It shows the internal arguments amongst fans.
Didn't used to get impatient and look for a short night? You're just off completely now. You have to when someone's shooting takedowns on you, dude. You can't back up the whole time. Izzy's getting beat by your dad, the best base versus Izzy. Impression of Doba proud watching from the Yuggarth and Fro. Israel Lionheart, Adesanya. If he just went on the back foot the whole time, Pyfer would eventually clip him. You guys are fucking retarded. How do I watch the fucking RAF event?
This segment continues the tactical breakdown, defending Izzy's actions by pointing out the necessities of fighting someone like Pyfer. The commentator argues that Izzy didn't used to get impatient, but you have to when someone's shooting takedowns on you. You can't back up the whole time. This addresses the idea that Izzy changed his patient style, explaining it as a forced adjustment to Pyfer's pressure and grappling threat. The sentiment, if he just went on the back foot the whole time, Pyfer would eventually clip him, suggests a no-win scenario for Izzy. further illustrating the challenge Pyfer presented. It's a critical piece of the puzzle for the MMA community trying to understand Izzy's strategic dilemma.
Whole community hating on Izzy for a competitive loss is so lame and proves how toxic this community is. Fuck Izzy, dude. Favorite black of all time? Mike Perry. I can't find RAF. Okay, here we are. I'm on it. I'm watching. Izzy's past it. No, Biggie was a good champ. No, he wasn't a good champ. His legacy's kind of fraudulent, in my opinion. The quote from Izzy Glazers is insane. When was Izzy's prime? When he got rocked by a head kick from Gimli, Kelvin Gastelum, or when he went to split with Vittori? I know, right? I think his legacy's kind of fraud.